Geetu's Healthy Cooking. Today we are going to do the vegetarian pasta, for which let's see the ingredients. We have 500 grams of pasta. You can use any pasta of your choice. We have apple cider vinegar. We have tomato puree. We have chopped mixed vegetables. The vegetables include mushrooms, green and yellow peppers, spring onions and carrots. And we would also need 3 to 4 chopped garlic cloves. I've also used 1 chopped red onion, and here I have a couple of spices. One of them is black pepper. I've just used a quarter spoon of black pepper. I've taken 1 teaspoonful of coriander seed powder, 1 teaspoonful of red chilli powder. I also have 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. I'm going to use pink Himalayan salt. You can use pink Himalayan salt or the sea salt. They both are healthy, and adjust the taste accordingly. I have 5 teaspoons of sesame oil. Okay, so what we are going to do first is, the water has been boiling for quite some time now. We are going to add all this pasta to the boiling water. Allow this to cook in the boiling water, and I am going to use 1 full teaspoonful of sesame seed oil in another pan. Let the oil heat, and then I'm going to add the garlic and the onions. Stop. Okay, I would also like to show you another ingredient called Asafoetida, which is very good for people for digestion. And I would just like to add a pinch of this into the hot oil. Now I'm going to add the chopped garlic and the chopped onions. Okay, so the cumin seeds which we had taken, I'm just going to add the cumin seeds in, and we are just going to cook this mixture a little till the onions and the garlic are tender and soft. In the meanwhile, the pasta, which has been boiling in the water for 3 minutes now, I would just like to add a little salt, just a quarter teaspoon of salt, so that it becomes nice and soft and we can avoid the hardness, and this will also aid in digestion. So we're just going to add that little salt to make the wheat softer and easier for the tummy to digest it. Okay, now if you see, the onions and garlic are soft, so we're just going to add all the chopped vegetables. Now you can see I have put loads of chopped vegetables, and the reason behind this is that having pasta is good, but just focusing on the wheat is not a very great idea. For better digestion, for better health and for more nutrition, it is more important to add more vegetables, because vegetables can give you loads of minerals. And here we have used mushroom peppers. We know mushroom is very rich in proteins. It has some important amino acids, and all these are good for digestion and plus for health. Mushrooms are also good for your immune system. Peppers are good for people who have breathing issues like asthma or hay fever allergies. So all these vegetables are in more quantity compared to the pasta, only for the reason of better and good nutrition. Okay, so I have just added all the chopped vegetables into the pan. I am going to cover them with a lid so that we can leave them for some time to cook and get tender. For the vegetables not to stick at the bottom of the pan, I'm just going to add a little 1/4 cup of water, and I'm just going to cover these vegetables with a lid, and the heat should be on simmer. So now if we look, the pasta is quite soft. It's nicely cooked. I'm just going to drain the water from the pasta. Okay, now I've drained the pasta. I'm going to add this to another large container. And in this, I'm going to mix the oil, the remaining oil which was there with us, 4 teaspoons of oil and 1.5 tablespoons of organic apple cider vinegar. I've mixed them together and I'm just going to pour this on the pasta. Now this will help better digestion, and it will also help the pasta not to be too oily. So you are protecting your body from excess oil. So we have not used excess oil. We've just used in total 5 teaspoons of oil in the vegetables and the pasta together. So instead of using any other fat, it is best to use sesame oil. I have used sesame oil only for the reason that it is rich in omega fatty acids, which are the good fats which are important for your heart health and for your brain health. Okay, I've left the pasta aside. Now let's check the vegetables. It's already been 5 to 7 minutes. I'm just going to check. They appear to be quite soft and nice. We don't want them to be too soft. We just need that little crunch. So we're just going to add our spices now. I have taken the red chili powder. So I'm just going to add the red chili powder, the coriander powder, the black pepper powder, mix it all in, and now I'm also going to add the tomato puree. I've used 5 tomatoes, and it is very important at this point that I would like to highlight. People generally avoid the peels. They throw the peels off, but they are more important because they contain anti-cancer ingredients. So the people who are sensitive and who are prone to kidney stones may avoid the pulp, but the peel should definitely be included and in the puree. So I'm just going to mix the tomato puree with the peel. I have kept the peel, retained the peel in the puree. Okay, so I'm just going to cook this for another 5 minutes because we have just added the tomato puree. And I would just like to say that some people would like to have their pasta a little sweet. So instead of using white sugar, you can use some molasses sugar, which is much more healthier, is more rich in minerals like iron and copper. So I have here 2 teaspoons of molasses sugar, which I'm just going to mix into the mixture, and I'm just going to cook for a little while. And I'm going to add the salt later, and I'm going to discuss the reason why I'm going to add the salt right at the end. So I'm going to allow this mixture to cook for another 5 minutes till I feel the tomato puree is cooked in the mixture and everything is cooked well and thoroughly before we add the whole mixture to the pasta. Okay, so now the tomato puree is cooked thoroughly. Everything is cooked well. I'm just going to pour the mixture into the already cooked pasta. So let's pour it into the pasta. We're going to give it a nice mix. So nicely, thoroughly, just mix it all up first so that all the tomato sauce gets nicely pulled into the pasta pieces. Okay, so the color is looking beautiful. Now, after all that, we are going to add the salt. Now, the reason for adding the salt right at the end is only this, that we want all the good nutrients, the minerals to be sucked into the whole mixture of this pasta before we try to add the salt. Because if you add the salt right at the beginning, what you try to do is you restrict the nutrients, all the minerals from being pulled into the whole mixture. So when you enjoy your pasta, you're enjoying it at the same time you're getting all the nutrients into your belly. The pasta looks nice and saucy, and we have added, you remember, we have not added much oil or butter, so there's not excess fat, but rather there are good fats through the sesame oil which we have used. And you can also get more advantage by adding chopped coriander or parsley and garnishing your pasta with any of these. I would just like to highlight certain important points. Since my cooking show is aimed at better nutrition rather than just teaching you how to cook things, I am focusing on how to use healthy ingredients to make the same recipe much more healthier and easy on the digestive system, so that you get more nutrition and you balance your health. So I would just like to point out a few things in the recipe that we have just made. That I have used sesame seed oil. As I already pointed out, that sesame seed oil is rich in omega fatty acids, plus it is a heat stable oil, so it is a good option to use sesame seed oil. I have also used the apple cider vinegar, which is highly digestive. It promotes digestion, so all those people with a weak digestive system can also enjoy pasta. And I've avoided cheese, which is not a good combination here with wheat. I've also avoided using any milk in this recipe, which is again good because all those people who have milk intolerance can freely enjoy this pasta recipe. I have focused more on adding vegetables. The amount of vegetables, you must have observed, I had used actually 3 cups of mixed vegetables. I had included mushrooms, which is a good source of protein, and it is also very good for the immune system. It's also good for your blood pressure. So my focus was on more vegetables, adding more fiber to your diet and enjoying the same pasta without having problems with the digestion. So it's milk free and with more vegetables. So the vegetables like mushrooms have good proteins. They also have amino acids, which is good for your health. And all those people who are meat eaters may add meat pieces or small pieces of fish on their choice. It is optional, but for the people who are vegetarian and who want to enjoy pasta and at the same time get all the nutrients, all the benefits, can do so by adding these choice of vegetables. And I have also another important thing which I want to suggest to all my friends out there. Using Asafoetida again was for better digestion, because it helps aid better consumption, better digestion of the wheat that we are using in the pasta. So even if you're not using whole wheat pasta, the Asafoetida can help balance the enzymes and it can help better digestion. So all those people who find pasta is difficult to digest and wheat is difficult to digest can use Asafoetida as a good digestive agent. Apple cider vinegar, which is again a good digestive agent. It can balance your pH in your stomach and it can help the complete digestion of the wheat that you're consuming through the pasta. Hope you find this information useful. Enjoy the recipe and join me for more such healthy recipes.
Please like, share and subscribe.
Try this news recipe and share your experience by commenting down below.
And don't forget to put on notifications by pressing the bell icon below.
Until then, enjoy.
Bye!